Hey guys, what is up? This is Nel Comal here. I just finished recording my first playthrough of The Wolf Among Us. So I'm pretty much gonna do a reaction to KireiAutumn's. You know who she is. She's a live streamer on Twitch. She live streams LOL. I see her because she's a decent player, but there was a comment here that I was like, what? And that I was taken about. Pretty much, she's tired of hearing this old thing, this common thing that a lot of guys say, which is somewhat true, that women have it easier. And she gets mad because she's like, oh no, well, we don't have it easy like you think we do, which I'm going to give my reaction because there are some things that, honestly, they do, in fact, have it easier than us. Not everything, but some of it. I'm just going to pretty much, read you guys what she actually wrote. And then I'm going to, react to it. Okay, so here we go. Okay, here it is. Okay, it says, since this seems to be a recurring theme on my AMA, why the fuck do you think women have it easier than men? Well, because there are certain things, like I said before, that you have it easier than us. I mean, if you want to gain popularity on the internet, you do pretty much have it easier. I mean, let's say we want to start off as LOL players. You have the same skills as me. That edge that you're a girl gives you a slight edge more than me. Hell, you don't even have to be good. I'm not saying that you're not good. You're good. But you don't even have to be good. I mean, you still gain popularity. I mean, look at K-Trum. That chick that she actually plays for attention, and yet she has a dozen popularity, despite the fact that people criticize her. People still watch her, and it's because of that small edge that she's a woman. Okay. Life doesn't give two fucks whenever you have a dick or a vagina or both. Yeah, that is true, but, depending on what culture you go to, women pretty much have it a little bit easier than men. I mean, over here in the Americanized way, it is. I mean, let's give you an example. Puerto Rico. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say this. Over here in Puerto Rico, women can lie up the fucking wazoo when it comes to domestic violence, and the man will be taken away. She doesn't even need evidence. I mean, she can go clear face and go, oh, policeman, he hit me and he threw me against a wall. And just like that, the guy will get arrested without any proof. So, in that regard, you do have it easier. I mean, over here it's the same thing, you can pretty much get divorced for whatever reason. And, without giving any excuse. So, that's what it is, Kierei. Life doesn't say, oh, hey, I'm going to go easy on the girls today. Let me make the men suffer a bit more. It kind of does seem like it is over here in the U.S. I mean, why do you think a lot of men are actually leaving the U.S. and even Canada, where you're from, and are going to other places like Japan, China, the Philippines, and anywhere else, and to find a woman? Because you guys pretty much, in some areas, have a superior edge towards us. I mean, you can lie about domestic violence, you can get away with it. You can lie about rape, and you can get away with it. You can lie about a lot of shit and get away with it. Or you can pretty much start off just like that for your own sex. Anyway, women will always be treated differently in societies depending on the culture. Yeah, that is true. Over here in this Americanized world, there are some things that you have it easier than us, but you go to, say, India and any other those places, yeah, women get treated like shit. Is it fair? No, of course it isn't. But it's not fair either where, the unbalance is up to the point where in some things women get treated differently and men do. But yet we don't hear you talk about that exactly. You're just mad that a guy pretty much said that women have it easier when he's referring to internet popularity. He's not referring in general. I mean, I am aware that women do have it easier in some areas, like I say, but not in everything. But what he's referring to is internet popularity, Kierei. Some societies may treat their women more respectfully than others, but there are just as many societies that treat their women like shit. Yes, I agree. Just like I can't remember what religious country it was, where this woman got raped, and she went in. Let me turn on the fan. Anyway, and she went in and called the cops, and she was like, "Hey, I got raped." And the cops were like, "Wait a minute, are you sure you want to call the cops?" He was like, "Yes, of course I want to call the cops. I was fucking raped." And then you would think that the fact that she was raped, she didn't lie about this. She's not one of the liars, because I do agree that there should be retaliation when men abuse women, when it's the truth. Because I'm all about equality, not this unbalance that we have in the world. Anyway, so she calls the cops, and instead of actually arresting the guy or investigating, they took away her passport, and they said, "Oh, you're arrested for a few months because you had sex outside of marriage. You fornicated." And I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" I mean, what? This girl was raped, and just because she had sex outside of marriage, it was against her fucking will. It's not like she would have said, "Oh yeah, well, let's go have sex." Even if that, what the fuck? Anyway, to those who think women have it easier for some bloody reason, watch your mom for a day. See how much time and work she puts in just one day. You need to start appreciating her better. What the fuck does... What? I might be me. Hold on. Let me just gather my thoughts here. What does appreciating my mom not appreciating my mom have to do anything with saying that women have it easier? Just because I say that women have it easier doesn't mean that I don't appreciate my mom. I mean, I do appreciate my mom, and I love her a lot, despite all the shit she's done, and that's for another video if I ever want to talk about it. But me saying that women have it easier doesn't mean that, oh, wait, women have it easier. I hate you, Mom. It's just stating a fact, Kierei. It's just being fucking realistic. I mean, looking at this, you seem to be overreacting in a way that, you shouldn't be overreacting, when in fact, they're not saying that women have it hard in general. Sorry, that women have it easier in general. It's just some things. You have to realize that, Kierei. You have to actually look at what they're actually saying. I mean, I know you're like this because you've seen some injustice in women, and I see, despite the fact that women here stomp on men like they were cockroaches, I have seen injustice in women too. Of course I've seen it. That's why I say that feminism, not this feminist shit we have now, feminism in the past, I approve of it. It was needed because, women were treated like kitchen utensils. You have to, when somebody says that again, instead of getting all Hulk or Super Saiyan, ask why are they saying that. Because when they say it, they mean internet popularity, Kierei. Let me see. She pushed Justin one day. You need to start appreciating her better. Your mom and your dad spent a lot of time and energy to raise you till now, and you'll learn to say that women have it easier? Well, I do, like I said, appreciate my mom. My mom went through a lot of shit, despite the fact that she put a lot of shit on me. I mean, I'm gonna pretty much talk. She pretty much went from nothing. She didn't even finish high school. She just got a GED. But she actually went from a regular Kmart employee all the way up to being like she was a manager. She then became a district manager, and she actually then became like the person that buys clothes for the Kmart department. And yes, we knew, and everybody knew, that she had it hard because she was a girl. You see, that's where women have it hard. At the time where she was working, and they still have it hard to this day. Despite the fact that, the skills in the corporate and work field, they can be the same, but a man will actually have far more advantages than a woman, because there's still sexism. Yes, she would have been higher if she was a man, but she's still struggling. I still appreciate that, but I still realize that even though she had it hard in that area because she was a woman, there's still other areas where women have it easier, just the same as men. You have to sort of realize, Kierei, you have to get out of that mentality of, oh, since I've seen a lot of women abuse, I'm just going to get angry when they say that women have it easy, despite not really knowing as to why they say it. Let me see, where did I spell out? Okay, here. You're not only disrespecting your mother, but your father as well. Ay, Dios mío. La diva, carajo. I'm not disrespecting anyone. Nobody is disrespecting anything, Kierei. It's just accepting reality. Dios mío, it's just that, oh my God, I'm sorry. It's just that I've seen this, and I know where she's coming from, but it seems stupid sometimes. I mean, it's like I said, unevenness on both sexes. Sometimes women have it easier in some areas where it's like this, and sometimes men have it easier like this. God damn. Leaving my AMA open should be a privilege to you guys. Why? Uh, why? I mean, it should be a privilege to me. Why? I mean, don't get me wrong, you have a good personality and you're a good streamer, but it's not a privilege. You're just like any other streamer at the end of the day. I mean, the good streamers. So when you say you have a privilege, what? Can you please answer this to me? Why is it a privilege for you to keep your AMA open? Seriously. I mean, not even Jason David Frank, the guy who was pretty much one of the original 6 Rangers, talks like this. And he was pretty much one of the people who pretty much was there in order to be part of one of the best watched shows in history. To the folks who want to write me ignorant shit like that, as well as disrespectful, perverted comments, go fuck yourself. It's not sexist or perverted. In the end, I think you're the one who's being sexist here, Kierei, assuming that when guys say that women have it easier, it's because they're sexist and can't actually see through what they're seeing in front of them. But as I'm saying, it's not sexist or perverted. Yes, there's a lot of perverts, and I know that you get harassed. I mean, I've seen it myself when the Sirens got harassed, and I spoke against it. But it's not sexist in any way. People, when they mean it's your internet popularity, where women have it easier, you have to look beyond what's in front of you and not get angry and start assuming, because a lot of this has to do with you assuming stuff. Thank you to everyone else who actually respect me as a person and use the AMA in a positive manner. I do respect you I'm one of the ones who respect you as a person. I myself also respect women in a respectful way. I'm one of the ones who actually gets mad when women actually do get attention over sexually instead of doing the respectable. There's something else that says here. Yeah, like, seriously, leave such a bad taste in my mouth. Ignorant, closed-minded comments like, oh wait, I'm looking for the one where she's something about India. Okay, here we go. I mean, look at the way they treat women in India. Like I said before. Places like that is where women are like this and men are like this, just like in Africa. I mean, if anybody's seen Repsion's video like me, he says that men can pretty much go around fucking women and cheat on them without repercussions. Do I hate that? Yes! Because if you are a man or a woman, if you cheat, you should get repercussions. But that's a country where women are like this and men are like this. Let me see. Where else? Girls and women get gang raped and they get blamed for it. Yes, just like I said in previously. That woman got raped and instead of getting help, she got arrested because it's a rich country. I mean, I'll be right back. Hold on. It's weird holding this. This book right here, this is my old Bible of when, during my Christian days, before I actually left and became an agnostic. But this book right here, you can just read it. There's a lot of sexist shit here. You don't know why I haven't thrown this out or burned it. I mean, I've wanted to burn it, but I think... Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Women are blasted with constant images and pressure to be beautiful, and look how it's affecting. Now, this is where I'm so-so. Yes and no, because there are some women who actually use their sexuality to get popular instead of using their intelligence. For instance, Katrum, that dumb bimbo, the one that did that conversation where she wanted to know if dogs have brains. I mean, she's stupid as fuck. But the reason as to why she's popular is because of this. So it's not only the media and men saying, oh, you should look like this, or you should look like that. It's them themselves. I mean, they've come to realize that all they need to do is just show their body to get popularity. Just like a fucking Miley Cyrus. And anyways, the same shit happens to guys as well, but not to the same exact. Have you really been looking at... Really? Really? It doesn't happen to men too? Well, you really need to wake up, Kierei. It does happen. It's not as popular as women, mainly because the media is so male predominant, but it does happen the same way as men. Just look at all those penis enlargement commercials where a man has to have a dick like this in order to attract a woman. Where we're like, well, you know, it's just that I don't like it when men have penis sizes very small because it shows that they're unconfident and unattractive. And having a big dick means that he can satisfy me more. Or, you know, how about, you know, shows like, how about the movie Magic Mike? You know, when the guy said that women actually go to these strip clubs because these men are what their women will never and cannot have. That's pretty much just saying that these guys are the aspiration of what their husbands are not. And that's not exploiting a man's sexuality, saying that he has to be like this and that. Because, you know, it is. It is. You're saying, oh, well, he has to be like this, this, and that in order to get attention. You know, I think, sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record. You really need to, let me get the picture here. You really, I mean, look, you're a good person. I'm very respectful. I send that. But when it comes to this, you seem like one of those feminazis that think that the world has it against them just because they're women, when in fact it's not. There is, right now, there is imbalance. You know, you when somebody says that again, you need to calm down and see why they're saying it. When somebody says women have it easy, why? Say, why do you say that? Because when they usually mean that, they mean it by internet popularity. Anyway, that's my reaction. The next few videos are going to be the second playthrough of The Wolf Among Us. I know that my first playthrough of The Wolf Among Us, which was live streamed, by the way, is going to be like a lot of frame rate drops. You're going to sometimes see it like this. But that's because of my shooting internet. I mean, I try to get it as much frame rate drops less as I can, but sorry, I can't really do it. Anyway, hope this actually helped. Comments down below. I'm open to it. You know, I want to get a conversation here. And Kierei, if you're watching this, I want to hear more about you. I want to hear your opinion so we can get an understanding as to why you're saying this. I know where you're coming from, but you're like, you seem like a feminazi here. You know, this is Nelcoman signing off.